My life has definitely changed with this experience, and for the better.
What school administrators do every day is doing what's best for kids. And so coming here to build a school so kids can have the opportunity to have an education, that's, in my opinion, the great equalizer. It gives you a chance, it gives you an opportunity to be anything you want to be successful in life. That's powerful.
I'm proud that I've had the opportunity to be here, and maybe I can take the message back to people who can make even a bigger difference than I've made.
We're part of community here, and I think that that's at the core of who we are. That's what we really desperately need. And building a school and changing a life, I think for the team, I think it's changed our lives.
The kids deserve a chance at this school because everyone deserves a chance. Everyone needs the opportunity to have an education, have a place where you're fed, have a place where you're comfortable, safe, warm.
Is it more important to be interested or interesting? It's more important for us to be interested in others, interested in our family, interested in our community.
I know that things like this change people, and I'm certainly feeling that now. I do know that it's foremost in my mind that I want to do more of this type of work. It's that type of interest, you can't avoid that when you do this kind of work.
The partnership of Lifetouch, NASSP, NAESP, and AASA is incredibly important. When administrators come together from various organizations from across the country, not only is this incredible mission taking place, but they also have the opportunity to network with each other and in downtime talk about the important work we do on a daily basis.
Partnering with Lifetouch and the other national organizations has been a life-changing experience. Now to have these relationships in all the different organizations, I know that I'm going to be a stronger principal when I go back because the networking has only begun.
To be able to join that powerful group on a mission trip like this, and to be able to watch them step back and allow the Dominican workers to lead us on how the school should be built, it's been pretty inspiring to watch that happen.
We've come together here to build a school, and while we've building the school, we've also become partners in a mission that we believe is still strong here.
Me as a young principal, I'm in my second year of being a principal, and there's a wealth of knowledge right here, and I'm learning valuable lessons on being a good principal from my coworkers. It's amazing. The relationships that we're building is very impactful.
When you collaborate with the 3 national administrator associations, that gives you the tools to then publicize it and kind of puts their stamp of approval on it for school administrators saying, this is okay, this is a good program, this is a good mission.
Dominican Republic is a beautiful country, and it's an agriculture community, very green, lush, just absolutely gorgeous. Very proud of their country. So it was a great spot for us to go, and the community certainly needed our help.
I think one of the things that is most evident to me by being here on the school site isn't necessarily the mortar and the brick and the block and the tile and everything. It's a sense of community.
It's very challenging, but it's that, okay, even though I'm hurting right now, like yesterday was a long day, we scraped and painted, and we had the bucket brigade, which is carrying cement person to person to person. That was after the tile brigade and the block brigade, passing. But you don't give up, and you want to keep that positive attitude, and you just know that in the end, there's going to be a school, and wow, it is powerful.
It's just amazing to see all of the effort that's going in, and to think about how a year from now there are going to be children in the school learning because we all took the time to really put our heart and soul into every detail of the school.
Picture Day was quite the experience, and the administrators really got into it.
I've been in the business for 28 years, and I can honestly say it was like none other. It was, it was unbelievable.
To walk into a school where kids had never had a picture day was absolutely amazing.
picture day at the school down the street. It was one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had.
I could just imagine their faces when they see a picture of themselves, and they can have those, and they can share it with their friends and their family, and to be able to show them the pictures, that's going to be absolutely fantastic.
That was
It's very humbling to be able to impact somebody's life like this, but I think it's really impacting my life. You know, you can get jaded with saying it's just a school portrait, and but when you come here and you see it's really a school portrait, it really makes a difference. Just an incredible opportunity for the Chattanooga Lab. Lots of folks in the lab were involved in the whole experience. Anything that we could do on these mission trips, they just mean so much, and we just want to be involved.
When you do that photograph, you see that smile and you look deeper into those eyes and you see what I call hope.
The first day of school is always my favorite, to see the kids come in, and I wish I could be here on the first day of school to see that. To see a beginning. You build a building and that building will last for years. We've built a future.
As you drive past that little mountain range that we were, walking up, and come back into town, and you see the bright, beautiful yellow and orange, it looks like this ray of sunshine sitting on the side of the hill. So the symbol of that school is hope.
Buenos dias. Welcome back to the live feed from the Dominican Republic.
I really want to thank Lifetouch for the opportunity to come out to this site, Constanza, Dominican Republic, as we're building a school for the children. And it's just a real honor to assist in construction of the school, but most of all to hug some kids, to look into their eyes, and it's really emotional being up here because the kids have really nothing.
The live feed was a new concept. We wanted the ability to have the administrators and the principal superintendents to be able to communicate back home. And so we said, let's see if we can get it accomplished. And it was a huge success.
It was one of the most powerful moments that I have ever had as an educator. And there was a connection made that took place today that I feel like that students at my school will never forget. And likewise, I think the students in Constanza in that class got an experience that they will never forget.
Hi Lifetouch friends and family, so glad to be here with you guys today.
In a short 5, 6, 7 minute story for people to be able to have the work site behind them and to be able to communicate back home, whether it was to their loved ones or their classrooms and the students or offices, to be able to share with people back home to say, here's what we're doing and here's what we've gotten accomplished in such a short time. It was really moving to hear the emotional stories behind each of those live feeds.
Thank you for dialing in on the live feed. I hope it all came.
I really am so grateful to all the live feeds to go back. You know, my wife watched much of the live feed, and I talked to her one night and she said, you know, I turn the computer on and I can't walk away. And I feel like I'm there with you. And that was a good phone call. And she said, I want to do that someday.
I was told that I wouldn't be the same person returning back to the States after being a part of this trip. And I firmly believe that. It seems everything has been put in perspective. You know, I've learned a lot. We've talked a lot about leading from the heart. And I think that my involvement on this trip will help me do that at a higher level than I anticipated. It is life-changing, and it is just inspiring.
I've had a lot of wonderful opportunities in 30-plus years in education, and this, by far, has to be the absolute #1 opportunity, and I came so close to saying I just didn't have time.
This trip has definitely changed me, And I would just love to say that everyone should have an opportunity to do something like this. You don't get paid to do it in dollars, but the rewards you get, you can't put a price on.
I think it made me a better person. Made me appreciate more what I have, and appreciate the people, the relationships we have, and it's just different now.
There's probably 1,000 things on my mind. I'm just quietly, as I was when we began, soaking it in. And it will come out in different times as I return home. What an experience. Lifetouch should be way proud of what they put together. The other folks were there. The principals and the associations were there, but I think Lifetouch was the driver. What an immense thing. I think you probably have more to take home than I do.
For more information on Life to the Max, go to our website at lifetothemax.tv.